Good day, sir.
Good morning, Adam. How are you?
I am fantastic. Hey, how was college for you? Did you spend a lot of money in college?
I spent a lot of money. I was the kid that you wanted to be friends with because every time we went to Santana Row or the Santana Row, yeah, that's where all the bougie restaurants were.
Yes.
Every time the check came and we were with our friends, I was like, "Don't worry about it.
I got this. Yeah,
I got
yeah.
this." So,
were you surrounded by I'll get you next time people?
Fortunately, yeah. There were some that were yes.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh, no, oh, you don't have to." And I'm like, "No, I get points." But they'll be like, "No, I get it next time." But there are other people who are just like, "All right,
Yeah.
cool."
I get points. It costs me money, but I get points.
Yeah, there's
right?
a total justification.
Yeah, totally.
There's got to be some ways that we can eliminate unnecessary spending.
Yes, there is. And thanks to Thrivent Student Resources, we are here with a few ideas for you on how to decrease unnecessary spending in college. Because the real deal is, y'all are broke. Like college students are broke. I was so broke I could barely afford to pay attention. That's how broke I was. So today we're going to talk about some of the ways to save money and cut back, decrease unnecessary spending in college, starting with some apps that you can use. Now there's a couple of them that we found that are very helpful. What are they?
Yeah, so one of them is called Qapital, Qapital. And by the way, all of these resources are going to be attached in a link below for Thrivent Student Resources called the 10 money saving tips to try in college. So all of these information that we're sharing will be also included as well. But the first one's called Qapital. Essentially what you do is that anytime you spend money, it'll round up to the nearest dollar and actually put it into a secure savings account.
Nice.
And then another one is, the beauty behind that is as you're spending money, you're also saving money.
Nice.
So if something ends in $2.70, then 30 cents is going into a savings account.
And that's 30 cents you're not going to spend elsewhere.
Exactly.
Right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
The second app is called Honey, so Honey. And it's an app that allows you to really look at different discounts and coupons for places that you would already be spending money on anyway.
Yeah, so this is a Chrome plugin. It will obviously load to Google Chrome, and then when you're shopping, the little Honey icon pops up and it says you could save X amount by entering this coupon code in there. Super helpful app. We use it all the time, and I highly recommend it. So let's talk about housing and meals, because this is a big one. My family and I just went on a college visit yesterday.
Okay.
And we found out that there are multiple different meal plans that a student can purchase on campus. I know for a fact that my daughter probably is not going to eat what, like, let's say a lineman on the football team would eat.
No?
No, she's a vegetarian. She does not eat meat. And so I think her meal plan would actually be discounted somewhat. Here's the thing about meal plans on college campuses. Typically, it is a use it or lose it kind of scenario. So when you buy your meal plan, you have X number of meals. Let's say it's 240 meals a year. And if you don't use those 240 meals, they go away, but you've paid for them. Typically, there are also dining dollars that are attached to your meal plan. So those dining dollars can be used in places like convenience stores and coffee shops on campus. So when you're buying your meal plan, just make sure that you know exactly how many meals or around how many meals you intend on eating on campus and not overspending on the meal plan. Because literally, it could mean hundreds, if not thousands of dollars extra that you're paying that you don't necessarily need to.
Yeah.
So cut way back on those meal plans. The other side of housing and meals is looking at the amenities. So housing expenses on college campuses sometimes, particularly at a state university, can supersede what tuition is. So tuition might be $8,000 or $9,000, but housing and room and board is, or I should say room and board, which includes housing, could be over $10,000. When you're paying attention to the amenities, it means that maybe your apartment doesn't have granite countertops. I think you'll probably live, in a place that doesn't have granite countertops in college. So just take a close look at amenities and decrease some of the spending there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Another way, kind of riding on the coattails of that, is really looking at the possibility of being a resident advisor.
Huge.
Because I was a resident advisor when I went to college my senior year, and it saved me $14,000 on housing.
What?
Yeah, $14,000 is a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
So being a resident advisor would definitely be a way to not only expand leadership opportunities and meet new people, but also significantly reduces unnecessary expenses.
Right, and you can spend all that at Santana Row or wherever it was. All right.
Yeah.
So resident advisors typically are sophomores and above, but if you like to think of yourself as a leader, want to be in a leadership role, resident advisor could definitely be for you.
Yep.
All right, let's talk student discounts. So why not use this card? If you are a student, you should play the student card everywhere you go. And that means at places as simple as like Dunkin' Donuts and places at the bookstore and restaurants, movie theaters, right? You're going in saying, I'm a student, is there a student discount? Play that up. A lot of times you will get some form of discount just because you're paying tuition.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Amazon Prime.
Right, Amazon Prime, student discounts.
Yeah, because you got the .edu email address.
Right.
So definitely
Buying computers from Apple,
That-
student discounts, right?
Yep.
All good.
Yep.
All right, what else?
So scholarships in the financial aid office is kind of 2 in 1, but
Yes.
that is, and we've covered a lot of different episodes on this topic, and we'll continue to cover them just because of how important it is. So financial aid office and scholarships is a way to reduce unnecessary expenses, because
Yes.
it's money that you are receiving to be able to pursue and further your education that that wouldn't necessarily be coming out of your pocket.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And one of the misnomers around scholarships is that if you applied right before you went to school and you got one or didn't get any, that you're done.
Mm.
And in reality, those scholarships can be offered all the way through a PhD level program. So as long as you are in college every single semester, you should make it a goal to apply for at least 3 to 5 different scholarships, and more if you want to graduate debt-free, because those who apply generally over time will get more and more money. It is almost entirely a numbers game. So the more you apply, the better you get at doing it, the better off you are in terms of winning a scholarship down the road. The other thing to keep in mind is that every college on the university campus has scholarships. So the College of Education, the College of Business, the College of Humanities and Fine Arts, College of Sciences, every one of these colleges offers scholarships to their students. So it's not just the ones that are offered by the university generally. You got to go specific into each college and find out what awards are available. Some of them might be $500, $700, $900 scholarships, but they're definitely worth applying for. Cool.
That's great.
What else?
Last one that we'll cover in this episode really is the use of online courses. So particularly if you are in high school, but even if you are in college as well, there's ways to actually get college credit. So that way you're not paying as much tuition or for classes as you would be had you not participated in these online courses. So AP courses, IB, CLEP testing, which we'll dive into. But all of these resources are available that will significantly reduce. I had a lot of friends who, because of AP classes and online courses, they graduated in 3 years versus 4.
Right.
And a year at a private university, at least
That's
the school
a
I went
huge
to,
savings.
that's $50,000.
It's a huge savings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we at the school yesterday, my daughter said she will have, she's slated to have around 40 credits
Wow.
by the time she gets to college. And
How does that translate?
they said, well, that would make you a sophomore
Wow.
and almost a second semester sophomore. And that would save, based on what they told us, around $30,000.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So, yeah, when you can take those classes at a community college for a third of the cost or less of what it would take at a state university or even a private school, it definitely makes sense to do that. So take those online courses as well. So these and many more are in an article called 10 Money Saving Tips to Try in College. The link is down below in the description. It's put out by our friends at Thrivent Student Resources, who have a number of different tools that you can use out on their site, including ways to search for textbooks, ways to search for scholarships. There is a two-year planning calendar that is amazing, and we are using it on a month-by-month basis to make sure that we have everything down that we're supposed to do in the run-up to college. So check all that stuff out at thriventstudentresources.com. Again, link down below.
Awesome.
Yeah, what else?
I think that's it.
Cool. Stay tuned for another episode. We, in the very near future, will talk about how much money should you have saved before buying your first car. You'll dig it. Check it out.